Hello everyone, welcome back to Skills Island. So as of now we have created two shots here. So now I am going to place a logo here. So for that just we'll see what is going on in the video here. So at this point logo is coming, so the logo is coming like this. So I am going to do so I am taking this logo here, this is our logo. So first I am going to give a giving a linear fade in for logo. So for that I am going to just creating a shape, and I'll also trace this logo. Something like this, and also I am going to close the fill and using the stroke here. So this is it. Also I am going to give a trim path. So at this point I am placing a key here and going to few frames forwards, just scale this thing, also giving an easy ease. The animation is too fast, so I am going to slow it a little bit. Something like this. Also I am going to create the mask. So now this is our animation is happening here. So I also have to do with all the other shapes as well. So for that I am again going to duplicate this thing here and just opening the fill and removing this track mat, and at this point I am going to place this stroke here. This is it. This should be here, this should be here, and this is it. If this thing what I'm doing is looking difficult to you, so you can just do one thing, just create a new shape and then trace that shape, create a new shape layer and trace this shape, and again after creating just copy these keys. I'll show you for next text. I am going to do that thing. So the second shape is also completed here. This is it. Also I am going to do the the thing which I am talking to with a new shape layer. So in this shape I am just creating a new shape here like this. Okay, this is my shape created, and I am now opening the content and deleting the shape one. Okay, also I am going to open the property of trim path here, copy these keys and pasting these keys here, and again I have pasted the keys here, but it's not working. Why? Let's see. 0 to 100. It's so why is it not working? Let's see what is going on. Okay, this is not working because this trim path is here under the group. So for that I just have to make him out here. Also I am going to place it below shape layer. So now this is working. So I'm going to hide this thing here. Okay, now again I have one more duplicate. Okay, no track matte. So this is the shape I have created. I'm just moving this shape something here, and also I am adding an anchor point in this shape and just placing it like here, and I am going to give the alpha matte here. Also I am again duplicating it and just placing this thing here and adding the alpha. Yeah, this is it. Again I have S. So for S I am again duplicating this thing, no track matte, going to this shape, and I will create a new shape here. So something this, I have created this shape and going inside it and deleting the shape 2 here, and now created alpha. So there is a problem happened. So by adjusting, yeah, so we can resolve the stroke if there is merging, so we have to adjust our stroke. So this is it. Now let's see if we have another things as well in this logo. So I'm just checking. Yeah, we have these things. So for this I am just going to create a shape here. Okay, and again going inside this shape layer and deleting shape layer 3. This is our new shape here. Going to the path, placing a key here in the path, going to this frame and just going to this frame and selecting these two keys and just increasing it like this. So also we don't need trim path in this layer, so I'm going to delete it. Also giving the track mat here. This is it. But you are seeing that there is a problem is coming here. So let's see why this problem is coming here when our path is good. Okay, this is because because of the stroke. It's a stroke, so I'm going to zero the stroke and opening the fill here. So now we can see only the lines are coming up. That's it. Okay. Also now going to duplicate this shape, and at this time I'm going to open the properties of this shape layer here, and also moving this thing something here, and at this point I am deleting it. Okay, and just pressing the path. Now I have selected these two paths here. That's it. So now we only have our text, this text left. So for that I am again duplicating this layer, duplicating both of these layers, and now I just opening the mask option. At this time I am thinking that it should, the shape I am thinking that the shape should be scaled from here, I guess. So at this time I am going to just opening the layer first, and now I'm just going to give a scale animation. So first of all I have to place the anchor point at the center. Also I have to scale this shape something like this, and here at this point I am going to give a scale of 0 here, and placing this key and press a key on the scale, going to few frame forwards. Let's see, there, and now I'll scale it. Okay, this, yeah, something like this. Also I have to adjust this thing here. So yeah, that's good for me. That's it. So this is our logo is coming up. Also I am going to give easy ease in all of these layers, and also shifting these layers. So I'm going to I am taking 4 frame and adjusting all these keys here. Here, this key should be here, this key, placing here. Also this is the key, but I have to adjust this thing first. So this text should be here. Now I'll place both of these keys something here. So this is it. This is it. Also there are some kind of elements used in here, so I'm not going to use these kind of elements, but I'll use something else for this. So I'll just hide this thing first, and at this place, at this place I am going to create a shape, placing it at the top. Okay, so at this shape I am going to create a line and just hide the fill and giving it a stroke of 2 and also changing its color to black. Okay, so also I am going to give a trim path in it. Okay, placing a key on start and end. At this point I am just at this point there should be 0 0, and at this point I am going to give it 100 100, and that's it. Easy ease. And now just placing these keys a little bit here, so the animation is not fast, so I'm going to reduce the timeline. So yeah, it's looking good. So now I also need a repeater here. So in same layer I am creating a repeater, making 4 copies, opening the repeater transform, and just the exposition going to 0. Okay, and I'll rotate. So I am rotating it something like this. So again also I am adjusting the anchor point. So there is a problem is happening here, so for that I have to copy these keys, deleting this shape layer. I am creating again a new shape. At this time I am creating a line at the center, so this is the line at the center. Now I just paste the trim path keys here, so that is it. Now I am going to give a repeater here, also 4 copies I required, opening the repeater transform, expositions should be 0, and I am giving a rotation. So that is it. We have created this thing. Okay, also I am going to place it in different areas, also adjusting the rotation here. So at this point it's something like this. Okay, also I'm opening I'm cutting this shape so I exactly know which is the duration here. So first I'm going to place this thing at this point, at this point, rotating it something like this and placing it here. So that is it. And at this point, I also need this should be here, rotating it downwards and placing it here. Something, yeah, like here. Also I should have to place this thing at the top as well. So just here I need this thing. Also I have to rotating this thing, and at this point I also need this thing here as well. So I am going to again rotating it and placing this thing here. Yeah, also I need this thing should be here as well. So just rotating this thing here, and at this point I need this thing should be here. Also rotating this thing something like this. Also need this should be here, and at this point I need this should be here as well. Also have to rotate it, yeah, something like this. And at this point I need this should be here, and I have to rotate it like this and placing this thing here. Also I need one more copy here, but at this point I need something like this and placing it here. Also I need a copy here, and one copy should be here, and also rotating this thing like this. So let's see animation. So this is our animation is done here. This is it. Also, I am going to create a shape. So, I need a ellipse for this. So at this point, I am just scaling the black color here. So at this point, I am just giving this thing a scale. Also have to adjust the anchor point at the center and going to few frames forward, placing a key at this point also. So this is it. Okay, also I'm going to give it a scale like this. Okay, it's good. Again, I'm going to duplicate. I just duplicate it and create a mask. Okay, but at this time I am going to going for alpha inverted matte. This is it, but it's not looking anything here, so I'm going to shift this thing a little bit here. So the animation will look like something like this. So there is a line coming, so for that I am just increasing it a little bit. Yeah, that is it for me. So I'm going to give a different color for better understanding. So at this point I just need, it should be highlight here, something here, and one more thing is here. Yeah, this is it. Also, I am going to duplicate both of these layers and just placing it a little bit here, and at this point I am just parenting the above layer with the below and also scaling it. Okay, also at this point I am scaling it a little bit down, so the circle should be, you know, smaller. But there is a problem. The scale size is too high of both of these layers, so I am going to reduce it by 75. So also I am, yes, this is perfect. So at this point I am placing this thing, I am placing this thing like here. I have to place both of the things, so I am placing it here, and also I am placing it here, something like this. Yeah, so this is going on. So that is enough for me, I guess. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, this is the animation we have created. So let's see what else is present in the video. This text, I am going to include this text in my videos. So for that I am just have to fit my screen. Also I need this anchor point here. I have did some animations in position here. Let's see, we will adjust this frame at the end. So at this time I am just taking a text. What was in that text we make, just forget. So let's first open, we make complex tasks. So I am going to just type this, we make complex tasks, and easy is in different font. So also I'm going to decrease and taking a regular font, and also decreasing the font size here, and just hide this thing first. Yeah, also I am going to, no need actually. Yeah, so at this point I'll do just one thing first, man. I need a black color here. Okay, also I am going to duplicate this layer, and I typed it, need a fancy font. So let's see how many, let's see, do we have any fancy fonts here? Yeah, this will work, I guess. I have to increase the size of this text, so I'm going to increase it something like this. Yeah, this is it. Now just placing this thing at the center, and at this point I'll animate the first text first. So I am going to give a typing animation here. So I'm searching for typing. Yeah, typewriter, sorry. This is too slow, so I'm going to, yeah, this is good. Actually it's not looking good, I feel like. So I am going to give a linear wipe. Okay, so let's see. I have to adjust it here, -90. So also placing a key here, I have to place this key something here, and at this point I am going to reduce it by 0. So the animation is so fast, so I'm going to increase. I have just increased the timing also. Yeah, I think this animation will starts from here. There's a problem with linear white, we should have to adjust things like this. It is quite not good for me, so for that I am just creating a shape in a new layer, and also just making this as a mask. I need this animation should be start from this point, so at this point I am just opening the position of layer, and I need this point, so at this point I am just placing a key, going to the first key and just placing it here. So it is easy for me actually. Yeah, so the animation is too slow, so I'm going to give it a little bit fast. Okay, that is good for me. Also I am going to create one more shape here. Okay, let's just see how big I need. This will work, I guess. Yeah, this will work. Okay, also I am going to pick this color here, and at this point, yeah, this point I am fading it up, going to this frame, going to the first frame and decreased the opacity here, going to this frame to this frame. I am moving this like here. Oh, sorry, I forgot to create key in the position. I have to done it. At this point I have to so now did I give an ease? No, I did it. So I just adjusted 2 frame, but it's not going good. So yeah, this is it. Okay, at this point I'm just removing the opacity here. So at this point now I am giving it a opacity of 100 here, going to few frame forward, giving it a 0 here, few frame forward, give it 100 here, and giving a loop out expression. Okay, yeah, so at this point I need to animate this text here. So what I'll do, I'll try to give a trim path. Let's see what happens with it. Okay, the problem is we cannot use a trim path here because it's a text layer. So I am going to do one thing. I am going to create a shape layer above it, and I also going to trace this shape. So at this point I'm going to start it like this. Okay. This has to create like this at this point. That is it. So now I am doing one more thing. I'll just increasing the stroke of this shape and also give it a different color for visibility. So I have to increase it at a good point where all the text will, so there is a problem here as well, so I'm going to give, that's it. Now I'm giving a trim path, and at first point I'm going to give it a 0. At few frame forward I'm going to give it 100. Also I'm going to create a mask here, so let's see. So at first point it's not looking good actually, so I'm going to give it, this is. So also at this point I am again creating a shape layer here. Going to view frame forward actually. Just need single stroke here. Okay, and that's it. At this point just giving it here something, creating this, giving a trim path in it. Starting point should be 0, both of the things, going to few frame forward and giving it 100, giving an easy ease. So placing these keys a little bit closer and giving it like this. So this is it. Also I'm going to reduce it by 0.5 and also duplicating this thing, placing it like this. Also duplicating this layer here and going to the trim path and just placing this shape something here, placing this key here. This point, again duplicating this thing. Okay, I'm placing this thing here, and at this point I am just placing this key here. This key should be here. Okay, I have to move these keys. Let's see, should we start from here and at here. Again, it's not looking good, so I am duplicating this layer here. Also going inside the content. There is one shape, but yeah, different paths. So I am going to delete this path. Also, I am duplicating this thing here, and there are 3 paths in this shape. So I am going to delete this path and this path here, and also I am going to adjust this path with again, there are so many paths I have created. So there is one more is coming here as well, so I am going to delete this one here, and also this one here as well. So let's see, this is our effect. Yeah, this is it. So I guess I didn't, yeah, I gave and the position. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm just creating a shape layer here, null object, sorry. I've just created a null object and parent all these things with the null. Now I can move it easily. So it is should be here. Yeah, that is great. Also I need to move this animation at the center. So for that, let's do one thing. Now we'll do it in the comp. So I created this animation here, and now I'm just going to create a pre-comp logo animation. Okay, and just cut this comp from here and going to the final and just placing it here. So at this point, so yes, at this point I am giving an opacity. No, I don't. I just want to scale it here and that. So I have scaled it here from here to at this point. The screen is looking black, so I'm going to create a white color shape and placing it at the bottom. So this is it. Okay, our animation is done here, but at this point I am going to give it a little bit low scale. Okay, also opening the points and just placing this video should be at the center, and at this point and this point too. At this point I am giving it a scale of 100 here. So that's it for this video. If you are there, please subscribe our video. It will give us a great help to create these kind of explainer videos for you, how to create an explainer videos. So just subscribe guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.